Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Now, I'm sure you guys have, been doing quite a lot of things these past couple of weeks. And one of those things probably is Black Friday. Now, as you can see from the title, Black Friday did not fail this year. And that's going to be a surprise to a lot of people because you've probably heard various YouTubers already say that Black Friday was a bust. And if you go into any store that was marketing many Black Friday deals, there weren't that many customers. In fact, you may go onto Reddit, you may go onto TikTok, and you would see that, those stores were kind of empty. And of course, you will have a lot of people say that, oh, this is just a decline in the economy. It's going to become worse. And because of that, you know, we got to prepare ourselves and purchase gold and silver. Okay. But let's not talk about that right now because, quite frankly, that is incorrect. What's incorrect is that Black Friday failed this year. In fact, that's not the case. What has happened is most of the sales came from a different media source. And what is that media source? That is the internet. So let me explain. Black Friday sees record online sales of close to $10 billion, with more than half, let me repeat this again, with more than half coming from mobile purchases. Now, online shopping on Black Friday totaled $9.8 billion, up 7.5% from last year. Now, this is all according to uh, Business Insider, the article at least. And it was reported that more than half of the revenue came from mobile purchases, which was from an Adobe analyst who told CNBC. So you're going to Black Friday, you don't see that many people. You're thinking there's a problem, right? Well, the problem isn't that there aren't people there. The problem is that people don't want to go through traffic. They don't want to go through, fighting people over nonsense and just get their product and service and leave, right? Well, what's the best way you can do that? You go into the internet. Because during this whole pandemic, what it has shown is that let me repeat this again, if we are to assume that most people did work from home, we can also assume quite a lot of times that people will get used to making purchases and living from the internet or conducting a lot of their business through the internet. Now, the figures show that the tradition of Black Friday still remains strong with American consumers, but they've moved on from the days of waking up in the early morning, watering through crowds of busy shoppers at the mall, and waiting hours on end to make a purchase. As I said before, I don't want to wake up in the morning, get up, brush my teeth, get into my car, then go all the way to the store just to get into some hassle or tussle with another individual. That could end very wrong. Trust me. Now, let's contrast that with in-store sales, right? Now, this is a quote from MasterCard. An analysis from MasterCard found that in-store purchases were up a little more than 1% from last year. Meanwhile, e-commerce sales jumped by 8.5%, showing once again that more shoppers are opting to make purchases online. So what can we essentially glean from this, right? We need to understand that moving forward, the internet is going to be a medium where you must, let me repeat this again, you must have an online presence to make plenty of money. Okay. Now you may hear that, you got some old folks here these days. They don't, need the internet. Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, he doesn't even, use a personal phone, whatnot, etc. That's cool. Well, guess what? That's how they run their business. Now, if you're poor, okay, you're poor, you're in poverty, you're broke, you don't have any money, right? You need to start from somewhere, okay? And one of those ways of starting from somewhere is through the internet. Because during the pandemic, it's insane, but you got a bunch of not just adults, mind you, you had a bunch of kids, okay, in high school making money during the pandemic. So if you're in this situation where you're trying to make some money, then the internet is where it's going to be. Black Friday. All right, let's go back to this. Black Friday just showed that you could still make a lot of money and then reinvest those profits into your own company and grow and do what exactly? Grow your online presence and reduce your physical presence. Why? Because everyone is just doing their stuff online, right? And if less and less people are going to the physical location, then all you're doing is paying liabilities for said location. I give you an example. I remember this was even before the pandemic. I was switching, I think, internet service providers, and I had this situation where I had to talk to a customer service rep. And one time I went to their main building downtown of my city, and they had said that, okay, we can do this, but for now on, you can no longer pay your bill in person. You're going to have to pay it online via phone. Now, personally, for me, I had no problem with this because you know what? I know how to operate the internet and go about my day. But there was an elderly lady. She hears this and she's distraught because she's like, I've been a paying customer for years. I don't know why, we got to do this, et cetera, et cetera. Now, mind you, she didn't say all that, but the face she had was like, man, I can't believe I got to go use the internet just to go ahead and do my payments. Now, another thing in regards to Black Friday, right? And this is more so a national thing in the United States, but if you reduce your physical stores presence, then really, and if I'm going to be honest with you, you don't have to deal with theft too much because theft is a huge thing that's going on in the United States of America. Like I've seen some videos already where places in LA, in California, and in many big cities where you gonna have a bunch of teenagers and adults, let's keep it honest, but a lot of teenagers that will go to these places and actually steal in front of the employees and just straight up run. Now you're a business, right? You see that your online presence makes a lot of money and is continuing to do so. And your physical presence isn't making as much and it's probably more so a liability for your own success. So, what's the best thing for you to do? Close down some stores and then reinvest those profits and that revenue back to your company and focus on your online experience. Now, you're not going to close all your stores, of course, that'll just be ludicrous. But what's going to be important is that from this Black Friday spectacle is that you're going to have some sort of internet know-how so that you can have success in the future and become economically empowered. So that's all I have to say in regards to this situation. Don't believe the hype that Black Friday went bust. Most people are doing their shopping online, and less people want to deal with the nonsense that comes with shopping at physical locations. That's all I got to say. Thank you for the likes and subscriptions, and I hope you like this video and comment. Bye.